Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. And this year is Amma 1 from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad. Coming back to do another lesson through the Holy Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. So hey, without further ado, you know, come to talk on hopefully through the Spirit, as the Spirit lead, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. In them times, that the chip is about to be made mandatory, alright, and this whole job and the whole what is the word I'm looking for, the whole pandemic thing that they have going on as of right now is a precursor to some bigger, alright, because the end game, alright, is to put a microchip into either your right hand or your forehead, or that is preferably, and wherever to put it in your body. It could be your ears or your neck, wherever. The main thing is that it's in you, but the preferred place is either your right hand or your forehead, because that is where John, because you got some fools getting technical. So what if they put the chip here? So what if they put the chip there? The preferred place according to the scriptures is your right hand or your forehead, alright? So the bottom line is that you don't take that RFID microchip when they come with it, because as I say, this whole jab and the inoculation and whatever, all of these things is precursors, build-ups to a bigger event, alright? That event is, as everything else is, recorded in the scriptures, and the name of that what I'm coming with is the mark of the beast, and I will read, alright, in the book of Revelation chapter 12, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 12, and this, alright, this is something we just go over time and time again. So that just push back this fan a little, get that a little closer on it. Doing very cool. Yeah, this precept or this topic is a topic that we go over constantly, because a repetition is the father of skill, and we have to let it be known out there that Esau, which is the so-called white race, and the family of the Edomites, which is the most powerful family in Esau, which is the red shield, or the Adawam shield, the shield at Edom, alright, the Rothschilds. Their plan is to be God on the face of the earth. So they put in a microchip in you. Will ultimately give them their heart's desire. That is all the plan is, and that is what they want to do. Alright, but the elect will resist. God have people resisting as well, but the elect will resist, because the elect is protected by Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Alright, so let me read. So I read from Revelation chapter 13 and verse 12. Now, why I'm starting from 12 is because I want to get as much meat as I could get off of it to explain it in more proper detail, because contrary to popular belief. There are a lot of people who, and not a popular belief, really. A lot of people just don't understand the breakdown of Revelation 13. Basically, the whole book of Revelation. So, the Holy Spirit and power given to our elders or teachers, um, the knowledge and the breakdowns of this Revelation. And when you start in the book of Revelation, just a quick synopsis. When you start in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, alright, contrary to other beasts that you would see, like in Daniel, the 7th chapter, when it speaks about beasts rising up in the earth, and I believe Daniel 8, when you talk about a he-goat and whatnot. Contrary to that, in Revelation, the 13th chapter, it starts off with beasts, and it talks about a leopard, and the leopard had the feet of a bear, and the mouth of a lion, and a dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And them beasts is not different kingdoms in the sense of different races or different nations. No, all of that right there is Edomites. That is the Edomite power structure. So Revelation 13 speaks about the Edomite power structure. Alright? From the time of the Greeks, which is the leopard, to the time of with the Fethite, which is the Enite, which is the bear, because the Russians going on end it. They're going on fight against Gog and Magog, go and fight against this beast and end it. And then you have the dragon, which is Rome, Edomite rule over Rome, and the lion, alright, which is, I believe, Great Britain, alright. So this beast is not with the Babylonians and the Medes and the Persians, which is different nations. This is just dealing with the Edomites' power structure. And within their power structure, they would, as John the Revelator saw, they would, in verse 10, when he said, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints." Within the Edomites' power structure, they would do slavery. John saw that. John saw them enslaving people. That is why he wrote this judgment. The Lord let him write this judgment, that if you do that, you will eventually be put into that position, because John saw us going into slavery by the hand of the Edomites, which is when Jake fell, when the Renaissance era, right? Because it says that the beast would be revived. Okay? And when you read from verse 12, right? I'll jump to verse 12, and this is where I'm getting at, because all of this is happening within the Edomites' power structure. It says, "And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him," right? And that first beast before him, alright, was Rome. "And caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed." Right. That is Rome, and Rome get revived as NATO today, Edomite power structure, and the European Union, the Edomite power structure. All of these nations consist of where the Edomites are in the majority and they're ruling over everything. Okay? It says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven, on the earth in the sight of men, right? This beast, right? This power structure on the face of the earth will do great wonders to make fire come down from heaven in the sight of men, and that one part is Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but when the beast was formed, that was Serbia and Herzegovina wars. The Serbia and Herzegovina wars. NATO actually dropped bombs on Serbia Herzegovina, if I'm mistaken. So you had Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and then as the beast in the Serbia Herzegovina wars, bombs was dropped. Fire come down from heaven. That is within the Edomite power structure, right? Now we go on. It says, and he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, right? Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had a wound by a sword and did live, right? Which is what the revival of the ancient Roman Empire come back as NATO and the EU. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, right? The old Roman way, that the image of the beast should both speak, right? And cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this is what is about to come. Ultimately, if you don't conform to Esau's ways, you'll die. And it happened in the past. Alright? Anybody who don't want to do what the Edomites say, they'll kill him. And he go down and do it again. It says, and he calls it all, right? Here's where it gets, here's where the point is. And he calls it all, both small and great, right? Rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. And this is the first time, I believe, in the scriptures that they would see the word mark. And the Greek word for this word mark is the Greek word charagma, which means a stamp, an imprinted mark, as the mark branded upon horses, as the mark of the followers of the anti-Messiah, right? So this beast within the Edomite power structure would eventually reach to the point of putting stamps on people or marks on people, tags on people, stick in your hair, put it here. That is what they're coming with. Within the Edomite power structure, the beast, right? We over verse 16, and he calls it all, the beast, both small and great, right? Whether you're small, this is not talking about small nations or great nations, rich nations or poor nations. It's talking about whether you're small in this world, you're insignificant, or you're great, you have a great name in this world. Whether you're rich, you're wealthy, or you're broken, or you're poor. Whether you're free, whether you're a so-called free man outside here walking up and down the earth, or you're bond, is a prisoner to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? And that no man might buy or sell, right? Because this mark will be your new money. So within the Edomites power structure, you are to look for something that would replace money, something that would be imprinted in you, because the word mark means the stamp, to be imprinted, an imprinted mark, either in your right hand or your forehead, that you would use to buy or sell. And that, my friends, happens to be the RFID microchip, which was formed by an Edomite, and the barcode was formed in the 1960s by George Laura for the Rothschilds. They have a book called The Entire History of the House of the Rothschilds. I read it out, and they actually funded that man, George Laura. He came up with the barcode, and I believe within that barcode is the number 666. And the everything right now is a condition and is a gradual step and a progress to that very said microchip. That is why, as we just say, when I was small growing up, you go by the grocery, the cashier would have had to look at the price on the item and write it out, type it out on the machine, and it would have go into the system. They changed that, and they just use this barcode. Let's see if I have anything with that barcode here. No barcode right away on me. They changed that, and they just use this barcode, beep, beep, and you swipe it, and that particular item is already on the system with the price, the cost, everything, and so-called convenience. They move along faster, and that is exactly where they're heading at with money, and people will be fucking bugged out their minds. Alright, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. You can't buy or sell. So within the Edomites power structure, you wouldn't be able to buy nor sell except you have that mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, right? The high, the chai, and the stigma. And ultimately a stigma is something that sticks on you. Right? That is what coming. Something that going to stick on you, in you. Esau coming with that. Right? 600, 3 score and 600 is also a low carnal vibration as well. Not complete, an incomplete man. 7 represents completion. 6 is incomplete. This man's system is incomplete. Right? It's not full, not pure, not perfect. So this is the judgment for taking such a thing. This is Revelation 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast. See, this angel now come to hear a warning, because we just read about the beast and what he about to do. And there is no other thing that you could say that is not this what it's saying here. It is the microchip. If you come with any other thing, you are trying to deceive. It is the RFID microchip. Some people saying it's the concoction and max. Well then, as Apostle letter, I say that is just another reason not to take the vaccine, right? It says, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So you are not to take that. The Lord say anybody take that is destruction for them. So you are not to take that. This man going and come and put the squeeze on people, because it will have a resistance against that. But the resistance is going to be, some people will get shattered in their resistance, because he's so going and come and play nice. He'll fucking squeeze your neck till you try to give in. Try and tell you to give in to his system. We are not to give in. We are to give in to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai's ways. We hold everything. We have a detached moment from this world. Be ready to detach. Yeah. Be ready to detach at all times. Don't be so joined onto this world that when the detached moment come, you fucking second guessing yourself. Detach. Right now you're getting what you're using the world and not abusing it. It's going to have a time that you would have to detach from this world. Don't be fucking joined onto this world when that time reaches. Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that is what coming. Alright? The hour of temptation, and that is the mark of the beast. He's going and come and ask you nicely. He's coming with wrath. Scripture says in Revelation 12 and 12. See if I can get that before the time cut off. Because the time going cut off, they just know. So if you cut off, Salakia. But Revelation 12 and 12. And it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because you know that he had but a short time. Alright? So, the mark of the beast is there for the microchip, and don't take it. Okay? So that I give all praises to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Akakodash. Hopefully been edified, and until the next time I'll say Shalom to the elect. Stay strong, Akim. You're almost out of this Babylon. Stay strong. Shalom.